Hey, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Um, so we're pre-market right now. It's early in the morning. I just spent about I don't know, a good 15 minutes looking at the charts. So what we'll do today on bat number eight is we will only look at Bitcoin, but we'll look at through multiple time intervals. I did that yesterday. I thought it was a little bit interesting. It gives more depth to the market in a sense. Before we begin, like I said yesterday, I made a very optimistic prediction for Tesla that it was going to break out of this square and that pre-markets were going to gap. That didn't happen at all. We actually went through uh, a downtrend line. We broke through that, so that's not good. But I mean, my prediction is still on. It's just the accumulation is happening at a higher level than I thought. I thought we were going to get a second bounce at the lower levels, but we did. I mean, we did get two bounces. It's just that then we transitioned into a higher channel instead of going up. So that's for Tesla. I won't talk about it anymore, but that's pretty much it. Sorry about that. So, only difference since yesterday is that I swapped the Elder. So the Elder was not bad in the sense that it gave some decent buy and sell signals, but the problem with it was it gave a lot of false signals, and the signals, the good signals that it had, they weren't very strong or prominent. So yeah, I just thought I could do better. I swapped in the CCI, the Commodity Channel Index. I didn't play much with it, to be honest, like half an hour. So I'm not gonna put much emphasis on it since I haven't back checked it. I don't know what checks out, what's wrong, how precise it is. I started playing around with the lines to just get some precisions, get the fake signals out. But yeah, for the rest, it's essentially the same. And I put my MACD a little bit higher for the main reason is that I think MACD, my favorite indicator is my RSI. I really like it. It gives me ridiculously precise signals, but it's on a very short term, and MECD is just more on a more medium term. And like I mentioned, I'm trying to swing trade, not day trade. So I actually do day trade right now because I have some time, and it's actually good practice. But my goal after this week, I'm going back to work, and I'm gonna end up doing swing trades. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to get good at it. Let's go to so like I said, we'll look at Bitcoin. We'll go from the smallest interval to the biggest. So we'll do 15, 30. We'll do 1 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, 12. The day and the week. So we're looking at the minutes. And you'll notice a lot of the information overlaps. Yeah, you're just like, if you go from 15 minutes to 30 minutes, more or less the same thing. Not from the 30 minutes to the 4 hours, because that's 8 times in magnitude, but in general, you'll see it come back. So just in general, let's look at price. So we went uppity up quite a bit. We bounced here, we went up. We accumulated here, went up. Now we're kind of bouncing on this red zone again. So the channel that I drew in, you have the bottom, which you only went there once. We did a kind of like a triple bottom. We have the top. We've been to the top twice. So when we entered it, we kind of accumulated here, and now we're in the same zone. Looking at the peaks are breaking out. So that might signal a higher high, but we've gotten lower. So this is like the accumulation zone. If we can stay within the zone, we can go up. If we drop out of it, chances are we're going to go to the bottom of the channel. In this case, we're pretty much on it. We're a little bit higher, but the bottom of the channel would be 40,000. Yeah. So 40,000 potentially, like it would bounce off this support line, like bounce to here and then drop to here. But this is probably not going to go any lower. It might go somewhere in between just to kind of fill the prices in. Okay, so that's for the what the chart looks like. Now let's see what the indicators tell us. So RSI is super low, but it's not low enough where it traveled to the bottom and it can come up for a buy signal. It did, however, yeah, it did give a buy signal 15 minutes ago. Looking at a rune, which is an oscillator, which is not that great. Well, it's not so bad. We're in the channel. This says Arun says we're at the bottom of the channel, but if you look at Arun, it said we're at the bottom as well here. This one didn't even register. So yeah, I mean, Arun's saying we're at the bottom. We'll see. CCI is in the middle, so it's a little bit like the stochastics. It didn't travel low enough to come back up to give me a to give me a buy signal. So, and like I mentioned, I'm not that proficient with it yet. Looking at RSI. RSI is going down. RSI gave us a sell signal here. So this was about 5 hours ago. And then it gave us a very quick oversold zone. And then we went back up slightly. And then it dropped to the bottom. So the zone we're currently in, this is if it goes through this line, that's a buy signal. Right away here, it does look like, what was that? An hour ago, it did look to be slightly oversold. So that's for the RSI. So buy signal. This is kind of a buy signal, almost a buy signal. It kind of bounced. So yeah, it is kind of, yeah. Our side is buy signal. And looking at MECD, like I mentioned, the most precise one for me. It's sell on the sell. So I'm basing right now my, if I had to be transparent, my trading right now is more based on my MACD because it gives me a better idea. So in the sense, all the other indicators are saying, yeah, we've bottomed out. We're probably going to bounce on this accumulation zone. But MACD says we're going to dump some more. We dumped from here to here. It looked like we were going to go up, but no, we're still going to dump. And it is diverging. So the angle is getting wider. Everything's getting steeper. But looking at the price is going up right now. So yeah, it is pushing off it. So more or less. You could buy it. It might go up because it is on a very slow trending upline. But then again, you would have to sell in about a few hours. So like I mentioned, now we're going to go to the... Oh, sorry. We'll go to the volume. I forgot the volume. Volume is slowing down. The buying is slowing down. The selling is picking up. So the selling is picking up. I mean, it's hovering. It did slow down here. And now it's kind of picking up a little bit here. So we'll see. So let's go to the half an hour zone. I'll take a look at the volume. Very similar because we are not that far off in time span. It gave a buy signal. I think it just gave a sell signal. Yeah, I think it's giving a sell signal, but it's super... I don't know if you can... No, actually, well, yeah. Enjoy watching like moves in real time. So, yeah, it looks like a little bit like the 15 minutes where it gave a fake buy signal. Like a little bit like this. Like we're going down, and it's like, oh, no, we're going up. And then, no. So it looks like it's about to do the same thing. And, yeah. So we'll see. It's very similar to here. This is February 4th. Let's see what happened February 4th. February 4th, we went up. Yeah. So you can see it was on the accumulation kind of line, which is a very similar pattern to here. Okay. Where were we? Arun crossed down. He gave a sell signal. It hasn't crossed back up. It hasn't crossed very low either. So it's like it's still selling. CCI gave a sell signal 5 hours ago. It's giving a buy. It gave a buy an hour ago, but again, it looks like it might just give another false signal. Looking at the RSI. I don't know what I prefer, zooming in like this or having everything together. Still figuring it out. So, RSI, it dumped. It was overbought. It went to the top, it crossed. So this is the reversal zone. The yellow line is a reversal zone. It gave the sell signal here 5 hours ago. Same thing. It didn't go very low. This is a reversal. It didn't. I mean, it can bounce back. So you can see here, it didn't go very low, and it did slowly go back up. But looking at it, not so bad. I would have to compare it to price, but it's not so bad. So it's the same thing. It's almost yeah, okay. Now it's giving me buy signal. How long? Is it a real signal? Left to be seen. And again, it depends what time frame you're trading on. I'm looking at half an hour, so this is like day trading, almost bought. Like MACD, same thing. We have a sell signal here, but we haven't had any reversal. It eases off here. It's easing off now. It is slowing down, but still inconclusive. Looking at volume, the buying is slowing down. It did kind of pick up here a bit. An hour and a half ago, selling is pretty stable though. It did drop off a bit, but selling. So volume looks like volume's picking up, just in general. All volume's picking up, so that's a good thing. Yeah, as you can see, it's going down though. I mean, it's just more consistent volume, because you can see there's a lot of dead zones where there's minimal volume, but we've been having good volume since 2 days. That's pretty good. Next up is the hour. So as you can see, a lot of information is overlapping. It's giving you a fake buy. It gave a momentary fake buy signal. On the hourly, a rune is very high. It's been high for a little bit. So as you can see, well, I mean, it went from this. This is considered high, but it's still spiked up. And now we're pretty much topping a lot. You can see we've had a little bit of a dip here, but we haven't had anything similar since. And that didn't really move the price. I might reconsider Arun. We'll see. I know it's oscillating. Now the price is not oscillating much. It's trending up or whatever. We'll check it out. CCI, it was high. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. And then it gave a sell signal. The thing is, at looking at CCI, I've had multiple recurrences. Like it happens very often where it does this, and then it just does this. So you could potentially say this is a breakout because it is on the accumulation zone and it is on a support line, but it's hard to say. So like I mentioned, we'll just keep it simple. CCI is pretty high, it's going down. Price is still going up. There's a divergence. Divergence means you should sell. There you go. That's the best way I know how to use CCI. It's a little bit like RSI. For everything else, you need to really sit down today, take a few hours to get that done. Looking at RSI, RSI gave so it reversed from the reverse zone once, reversed from a reverse zone twice. It gave a sell signal, but it was quickly oversold, but it kept going down, and it gave another oversold signal. So right now we're oversold slightly, but we are still going down. And we're nowhere near the bottom zone where we can start reversing for a buy. MACD, red is going up. 1, 2, 3. That means probably going to drop. The more I expand out in hourly, the more it looks like it's gonna stay good for maybe like an hour or two, but then it's gonna drop. Looking at the lines, we're still on the sell. We gave a momentary buy signal at the top, but then it switched over right away. and the selling is kind of hovering. It is slowing down since the last pump little spike. Okay, so it looks like it's going down. It's going to keep going down. It gave, like I said, it gave a sell signal 5 hours ago. That's like the same thing as the half an hour and the 15 minutes. This volume is buying is not that great. Oh, on the hour, buying is not that great. Selling is a little bit better right now. So yeah, it looks like we'll probably keep going down. Has slightly picked up. Okay, 4 hours. 4 hours is saying on February 7th, that was yesterday, we reached the top and it switched, so it gave a sell and then it gave the sell confirmation, and we've been going down into the sell since then. Arun, as you can see, it's more efficient because since we're zooming out, the charts look more like they're oscillating than they're trending, because if you would have noticed in the half an hour, 15 minutes, this looked huge, but now it's just so minuscule compared to in the 4 hours. So Arun is more efficient. So yeah, I might keep Arun since I'm trying to prioritize the days. Um, so Arun said this was a top here. We did drop off, so that's not bad. Arun said this was a top. We did eventually drop off, and Arun is saying we're getting a double top, so it's very similar to here. I mean, it doesn't mean we're going to go down much, but yeah, there's signal that once we travel across, so we're in like potential selling zone, we just need the line to cross now. CCI. CCI is same thing. It is diverging. And again, if you're confused to what that means that this is going down. Where is my output? This is going down, right? And my price is from the same time frame going up. So this is a divergence of price. And like I mentioned yesterday, let's say the price was doing this. Let's say the price was going down, but the CCI was going up because it was, let's say, very low. If you had this is a convergence. So you would have had a buy signal here and it went up. But instead, we're getting the opposite. So this is a sell signal, and it's a pretty good sell signal. It's not perfect. And the thing with this is it can correct itself. So if it does, let's say from here on the CCI, keep going up and go up about 100, 200 points, it does correct itself. So if you try to draw that same CCI convergence divergence line, it doesn't work. So it's pretty good in the sense that you can react as well if it corrects itself. So looking at RSI is high. We went into the reversal zone. We are peaking a little bit, so like a little bit of a head and shoulder. And when we did the head and shoulder, this is a good sign that it's a reversal. You have oversold, and I think no, one out of the two shoulders. If all shoulders and the head would have been above, that would have been very good, because it would have signified that every peak we've had was an overbought zone. So it just confirms that it's just overbought. Yeah. So it's going down. We are in oversold zone. We still haven't got the confirmation. We're about 15 points away from confirmation. Also, Bollinger Bands is very tight here, so you can see it probably means it's getting ready to move soon. What else? We're looking at MACD. Where is it? It looks pretty high. I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, so MACD is pretty high relative to the middle line, so this is a good selling zone. Whoop. And that's pretty much it. I actually gotta go because this is ending. I didn't realize it was 20 minutes. Anyway, so it's looking like it's gonna go down for the next few hours, but it's gonna go up for the next few hours, but then it's gonna go down for the rest of the week. So that's my theory. Thank you very much. Have a great day.